Let's start with a deep breath. Maybe another one. And a third one. I need a one. I need more. One more. Hello. I'm sitting here with a phrase I just heard in a podcast. This podcast recently opened by Rachel Rickards. Rachel Rickards is the founder of the Field Facilitation Training, and she is interviewing different kind of facilitators. And today, in the podcast, is new episode where sorry, I don't remember the name of the guest, but one thing that came up was this phrase: nothing needs to happen. And I mean, the context is that we're talking about how in our society we all feel like we need to do things, we need to fix things, we need to do that and make change happen and generate effects, have some impact, and that's quite stressful and quite demanding to our nervous system. But if I repeat those words, nothing needs to happen, something interesting happened actually in my system. One is I immediately relaxed. I can breathe more freely, and I can make a choice of doing nothing. I could just stay here and be silent and bore you to death. You're free to change channels and move to the next video. I could stay here in silence because nothing needs to happen. I'm gonna tell you a little story though. I'm not a tango dancer, really. That's what I'm telling myself. But I'm learning tango. And I went to a milonga last weekend, and I was there, and I danced 2 tandas and the last song. Those 2 tandas, a tanda is a set of 3 or 4 songs, where you dance in a row with the same partner. So the first tanda was with Natalie, my friend. She invited me because she knows I'm a beginner. So she invited me to walk, which is a basic movement of a tango dance, walking. Obviously, with a certain technique, etc. But I'm not gonna go into that. It was a disaster. I was very much in my head, obsessed with details, trying to remember my lessons and the techniques I suppose was memorizing, the sequences. What about an ocho? What about a side step? What about if I try to walk and make an ocho at the same time? Was completely overwhelming for me, and yeah, I felt too self-conscious. I was feeling like everyone was just watching my attempts. The second tanda was, partially, maybe totally the same. So another friend, Sally, she very politely came to me and said, "Hey, Jesus, would you like to do a walk with me on the dance floor?" And inexplicably, I said yes again. So I went there. it was the same. I was in my head, obsessed with details. This time I only tried to walk, but it wasn't really even. It was a very stumbling experience. Didn't like it. Didn't enjoy it. It was tense and nervous and poor Sally. Sorry, Sally. And then what happened is I went to my chair. I sat down, feeling out of place, but pretending to be cool. I wasn't cool at all, but I was trying to look cool. And I was in that when a tango teacher came to sit beside me. And she was, "Hey, Jesus, how are you doing?" And I was honest, I confessed. I confessed my apprehension, basically. I said, "I'm not doing good." I told the whole story. And she said one basic thing. "Well, if it helps," she said, "nobody's watching nobody." Yeah, it helps. But also she said, you need to be aware of all the leaders and be predictable for them. And for your follower, for your partner, you have to be unpredictable. Yeah. I couldn't make total sense of what she said, but somehow having a little conversation helped my system to relax. Yeah. I was feeling like a human again. And I was sitting there and I heard the DJ announcing the very last song of the milonga. It was not many people have left. It was like half people probably. But then my friend Natalie rushed towards me and with a big smile, she said, "Dance with me." And I couldn't reject that smile. So I went to dance with her. And guess what? As I was standing and offering my embrace, one thought came to me. I was, fuck it. To hell with tango. I'm gonna dance as my body knows. Yeah. So I danced. And I was leading Natalie. I was walking around the floor and following the music and feeling my body. My body literally took over. Because I was throwing away all the techniques, all the rules, all the sequences, or trying to remember anything. I was just dancing as I know how to dance. For me, that wasn't tango at all. I was just dancing, feeling my partner and leading her somewhere. That went well. It felt really good. Unlike the previous experiences, this time I didn't felt exhausted. I felt alive. But then it was the last song. We left, and she was giving me a lift on her car, and when we were walking towards the car, and she said something that was very sweet. She said, "You know, Jesus, that last song," she said, "that was tango. Because you felt that you were going somewhere." I said, "Thank you." Nothing needs to happen. I'm going to repeat that phrase over and over again. Every time I start feeling tense and stressed with anxiety, nothing needs to happen. I think those words are magic. And I will remember the name of that guest in the Rachel Rickards podcast. And I will mention it on the comments somewhere. Because, yeah, it's a gift today for me. Yeah. Goodbye.